Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon to miss any of my most awesome videos. In front of us we have the Sony ICF-19 and we'll perform a daytime medium wave band scan. So let's talk about the radio. We go over features and size comparison. So looking at this radio, it's pretty hefty. This radio takes 3D batteries with no AC input or DC input. But this radio is rated at 400 plus hours on those 3D cell batteries. A great off-the-grid radio. Gotta love it. So features on this radio, pretty much all plastic construction, which I do like. I find it's most durable. There's no speaker, metal speaker grills to get bent. I find that really nice to have an all plastic construction. That's just me personally. Behind here we have a nice 4-inch speaker with great audio quality. With Sony, we have a great dial here, which is white with the black numerals, and a really high visibility dial indicator. Bring this up to the camera here. Down here you see two little circles. We have a battery level indicator. I believe this turns green, and when it goes out, your batteries need to be changed. And here we have a tuning LED indicator, turns red when you're in tune. Here we have an off switch, which toggles our AM and FM bands. Right hand side we have the tuning wheel and our volume wheel. Also down here we have the headphone jack, which is pretty good. It's FM mono both ears, but no noise floor, which means no low level hiss, so you can actually DX at night on the medium wave band. I do enjoy that with this radio. Up on top here you see two little spots for the strap that's included with the radio. I left mine off because it kind of gets in the way, but you can put that on there if you want to hang this on something. We have our antenna. On the back of the radio, we have like a little divot to kind of grab onto when you want to pick it up, if you don't want to use that strap. And then behind this door here, we have 3 D-cell batteries. Open that up and you can see those bad boys. Yep, 400 plus hours. That's pretty amazing. I'm loving that. Let's do a quick size comparison and then get tuning. So let's go ahead and show you. So I usually just bring out my small radios. They're on the bench. Always have them. CC pocket to give you an idea how beastly this radio really is. And you guys can check the iCards for the review of this radio and others similar to it. Very cool indeed. And then here we go. We got the Skywave, which we'll be using today for our frequency checker if we need to. We probably will have to. This Sony's a DSP radio, which means it has a digital signal processor with an analog scale. It works pretty well if you know how to tune it. You have to tune it slow and easy. There we go. Iron Man. He's the man with the master plan. He can do it like no one can. Yeah. All right. Okay, and let's get started with the AM band scan. So we're going to turn it on. We're greeted with a battery indicator light and our tuning indicator light there.
Absolutely, yeah. No, we're working on it. We'll see. Maybe one day.
All right, very good. You mentioned Aaron Ashby, and he's on the injured list right now. Last time he pitched was on August 4th.
This is 540 WAUK, Jackson, Wisconsin, 70 miles away. Pretty easy to pick up during the day. Current time, 3:47 p.m. Central Daylight Time near Chicago, Illinois. We're about 4 hours away from sunset. Give you an idea.
And use the symptom checker to help change the conversation with your doctor. Brought to you by AbbVie.
Message and data rates may apply. Please don't text while driving.
560 WIND, Chicago. The answer?
You printed your logo on all kinds of promotional products. We all know promotional products work because they're everywhere from sales meetings and corporate events to trade shows. Ever wondered why or how to best use promotional?
Okay, I think this is 580. I'm just going to see if I can pick it up with the Skywave. Bit of static with some storms in the area. Okay, yeah, Skywave doesn't pick it up as well as the Sony does. Sony has a better, deeper tone speaker, plus the Sony sports a 4 3/4-inch ferrite internal antenna. By the way, this radio is a bargain. It sells for about $30. I'll put links below if you're interested. Definitely, probably the best bang for the buck for a DSP radio.
Right now. I will give one example. Yes, Bessie, before you...
So anyway, I didn't mention the station. 580 WILL, Urbana, Illinois, NPR station. This is about 150 miles away, so it's a good test, good long distance station.
And Justice Scalia...
You violated data protection laws. They will charge you with misappropriation of trade secrets, theft, or breach of loyalty. You need advice to defeat these claims. Call attorney Robert Corris.
So it's jumping to the next strongest station. So it's not picking up 590 or 600, but in the evening it does. This is 620 WTMJ, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
8,000.
The end of summer is coming. 2-Day Painting still has space available for our summer special. Protect your home with a fresh coat of paint. Schedule your free estimate with 2-Day Painting.
W277CD or WTMJ Milwaukee.
From the Annex Wealth Management Studio.
This is News Radio WTMJ.
Call letters. Okay, so we got music on 640 AM. This is WMFN, Peatone, Illinois.
Kids love it. Yeah. It's a good way to see the city. I mean, you pay for the architecture tour on the...
That was about 75 miles away.
You can give it to yourself on the water taxi. Yeah. No, that's a win right there. That was the best part about, not the water taxi, but the whole free parking thing. The best thing about being in Bourbonnais, my Bourbonnais life.
This is 670 The Score, WSCR, Chicago, home of the Cubs.
It's like just parking free, going and parking.
It's incredible.
Like, I just park for the sake of parking. You know? Yeah, just go out in the middle of your meal after the appetizer, change parking spots. I'm going to go park and sit and listen to the radio. It's going to...
Chicago. I'm Lauren Lapka from the IDOT Traffic Center, reminding you to drive responsibly. It really is a matter of life or death.
As a small business owner, when was the last time you considered switching internet providers?
Okay, this is WGN 720, Chicago, Illinois.
Let's compare your current provider to Comcast Business. Are you getting fast, reliable internet?
Sometimes.
How about a full suite of innovative services like separate Wi-Fi networks, 4G...
Sintonízanos en el próximo programa.
Okay, this is 750 WNDZ, Portage, Indiana.
Sudden expenses. The thief took a bottle of Heinz from a restaurant in New Jersey, but they got into a car accident and went through some other...
This is 780 WBBM, Chicago.
Returned 2 bottles to the restaurant with a note of apology, saying stealing the ketchup was the worst thing they had ever done. The person said they are as square as they come and was trying to do something risky when it all went wrong. Heinz says he found the person and offered on Twitter to pay for the damage from the car crash. The company says Heinz makes you do crazy things. I'm Ed Donahue.
Market news coming up. WBB News Site.
That's pretty cool news.
Member choice. This institution is not federally insured.
Very
NMLS
interesting.
number 384759. Equal housing lender. All for additional
Who
costs.
uses the term square anymore? That's hilarious.
Offer comes around that's so
All
good,
right.
you don't need fancy
Keep
sound
rolling.
effects.
And deciding not to hold him accountable.
Yeah, we want to make sure Lauren Underwood, doesn't have to face tough questions.
Okay, this is WCPT, Willow Springs, Illinois, about 40 miles away. For those people who are left-wing, you can listen to this station all day long.
If we, make too many people upset.
And look, I get politics. I understand that you have drive a
It gets boring. Politics in general.
See FirestoneTire.com for details.
So this is 850 WAIT, Crystal Lake, Illinois. They're playing pre-recorded shows, waiting for new sponsors, I believe.
Men. To learn why, InfoTrack's Roy Mackey spoke with a
The history of our country, who we are, how we...
Yeah, it's not going to pick up 870, but it went right to 890. This is WLS Chicago, Illinois. You can tell by the high-pitched whine coming from my camera.
Benefits from getting a green card. So our values were not, come on over, we got free stuff. This was not the free...
Vaccine, you at some point have to take a stand, almost to the fact that the way that McCarthy took a stand when Brett Favre kept retiring, and they're going to go there.
Okay, this is 920, The Big Badger, WOKY, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
You've got to kind of do that if you're Matt LaFleur.
We are brought to you by True Car. Car shopping can be confusing with terms like dealer price, list price, and invoice. True Car shows you what other people paid for the car you want, so you can...
Okay, Okay, I'm not sure what why they're playing music here. I think this is like a Catholic station or something. Let me just, I'm on the right spot here. I think I'm at 9:30. Yeah, I am. Okay, must have been an intro song.
Happiness amongst Gen Zers and millennials. 2 surveys have come out if you're just joining me.
Okay, WBKM, Sandwich, Illinois.
22% of millennials say that they have no friends, not no close friends or no friends on Facebook, but no friends at all. That to me is just stunning. Of course, Gen Zers over in Britain say 89% say their lives are meaningless. Jake just put the articles up on Twitter. If you want a good book on this too, check out Dr. Leonard Sachs' book called The Collapse of Parenting. I'll tell you how to avoid this and protect your kids. Doc, let's jump into the phones. We'll grab a few calls. If you're on hold, I'll do my very best to get you on. Nick is listening in Orange County, California. Nick, good afternoon.
Let's see where we're at here.
Hi, Drew. Thanks for taking my call.
You're welcome. Go right ahead.
I'm doing great. And I was just...
Okay, this is 950 WNTA, Chicago.
89% of, I think it was in the UK, the 18 to 29-year-olds have...
So that's like a sister station at 9:30.
I just thought that was crazy. But I wanted to call today because I've had a little bit of experience. I'm 29 years old right now. And what happened with me was in high school, I had a bunch of friends.
So I'm bouncing back between 9:30 and 9:50, trying to get 9:40 WFAW. I'm wondering if it's can get on my Skywave. Yeah, barely. So that's why the DSP is locking on these 2 stronger stations. It's not bad though.
Got into smoking weed, drinking, and other drugs, and just focused my life on making money. Basically, I dropped out of college.
How past shootings have happened or not.
This is 970 WHA, Madison, Wisconsin.
The work you do at the Violence Project along those lines.
Yeah, I am hopeful that we...
Nice thing about this radio, you guys are probably saying, hey, Todderbert, what about the Panasonic 2400D? Well, now, the 2400D is a good radio, but I'll be honest with you, the speaker audio quality coming out of the Sony 19 and its sister, the 506, just sounds so much better. And same with the headphones. You will like the difference, trust me. And I do like this dial better.
How do you check in with someone about suicidal thoughts and having a care team approach so if someone is in trouble, you know what the...
Ferris, Kyle Schwarber, Kerry Wood, Ryan Sandberg, and the Chicago Tribune, Raven, now playing through September 1st at the Royal George Theater.
So as you notice, I keep having the radio in this direction because most of the stations are in that direction. This is 1000 WMVP, Chicago, Illinois, ESPN.
Or Select Tires. What a deal! Stop by any of our 15 Cassidy Tire and Service locations. Experience dependability since 1914.
The ultimate test. The top 70 players.
To jedno. Drugie, takim dla mnie osobiście takim ważnym aspektem.
This is 1030 WNVR, Vernon Hills, Illinois.
Program jak gdyby powoduje sytuację, kiedy nie traktuje się ludzi pochodzących z jednego kraju na równi z tymi, którzy pochodzą z innego kraju. To jest...
The sea snake. It's a video camera, and if you need evidence, you landlords,
there you go.
Your tenants are indeed
1050 WLIP, Kenosha, Wisconsin.
By doing things they shouldn't. There's your evidence where the DVD holds up in court. That's Charlie at Connoisseur and Grain, the man on the spot, the man who put sludge in its place. Charlie on the spot at 515-9151.
For a great part-time job, do you remember your bus driver growing up? Remember how they got you?
I'm going to check this. I think this is 1070.
Be a positive influence in the next generation of school bus kids. If you're looking for a great part-time job, let Culbertson show you the way.
Okay, Sony's definitely handling it better. WTSO, Madison, Wisconsin, 1070. This one here is really cool to listen to on the weekends. If you guys live in my area, you probably already know or you don't know. NASCAR races are hosted on the station, which is nice. They also had Indy races also.
I call home. I'm a better neighbor because my service has taught me how important it is to be a team player. My training helps me in my classes when
The views expressed on the preceding program may not necessarily...
You can live and serve part-time by visiting NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the Wisconsin Army National...
NWI has available a few good hours of
so if you notice there, I had to go forward and back a little bit because I knew there was a station here. This is 1080 WNWI, like you just said. This is Oak Lawn, Illinois.
that listens to what you say. Learn more about this exciting radio broadcasting opportunity by calling WNWI Radio at 708-201-9600. Call now. Always better radio enjoyment on Chicago's super ethnic station at AM 1080. We are WNWI Oaklawn, Chicago.
Super ethnic. Not just ethnic, super ethnic. Put on your Superman shirt. Or Superwoman. Love it. Okay, I'm not sure if they will copyright me or not, but music here on WMBI, Ethnic Music, Chicago, Illinois, 11:10 a.m.
On News Talk 1130 WISN, our broadcast through the NX Wealth Management Studios. NX Wealth Management. Know the difference. 1130 WISN, Mark Belling.
So there you go. You got some call letters. Milwaukee, Wisconsin, 11:30.
Contact, text, state word, your chance to win $1,000 and the trip for two to Las Vegas. That's coming up in a few moments. So now I want to win, dude. Fingers at one another about the complete fools they're making.
We're just talking about going to Vegas. That'd be nice.
Magani, Washington.
On Wall Street, the Dow down by 391 points. The Nasdaq dropped.
This is 1160 WYLL. Usually,
the latest traffic from the AM 1160 Traffic Center.
Traveling on the
usually
west side,
Christian
keep in
radio.
mind that there's heavy
Chicago,
police
Illinois.
activity. Reported shooting investigation closing Damon Avenue between Roosevelt and Ogden, and then Roosevelt shots between Loomis.
At $4 for every.
As you can tell, his tuning indicator is really nice.
Back to school at Target. Restrictions may apply.
Hey, sweetie, it's Mom.
So we're listening to 1180 WSQR, The Squirrel, Sycamore, Illinois. The squirrel usually appears if music is playing, but since there's no music playing, no squirrel will arrive. Bummer.
It's your last relationship. Funny, right? Oh, talk soon.
Come into Chili's now for our $5 margarita of the month. It's the perfect reason to catch up with friends or celebrate.
Fuertes lluvias, algunas fuertes tormentas.
Just making sure I was on the right station here. This is 1200 WRTO, Chicago, Illinois.
Por lo tanto, podríamos tener problemas con inundaciones.
Mucha acumulación de agua, obviamente.
Acumulación de agua porque no es como otras tormentas que usualmente se mueven relativamente rápidas. Estas no, vienen un poco más lentas.
Se quedan, ahí están, se quedan.
Por lo tanto, especialmente al sur de la interestatal.
Tiene que decir el jugador allí en el momento. Chalá tiene que decidirlo en el momento.
And next to it is another Hispanic station, 1220 WKRS, Waukegan, Illinois.
Pero usted se cree que no se lo dijo. No, ¿cómo no se lo va a decir? Es básico, Pereira. Un hombre con la experiencia de la voz. Se da vuelta, ahora.
Врачи подозревают ударе Сосновской, избитой при задержании на прошедшей акции с сотрясением мозга.
Yeah, this is sounding like 1240. It sounds like it bounced up. Just check.
Девушки ранее в интервью «Эхо» защитник говорила об обстоятельствах задержания.
Always nice to have a frequency checker. Until you're pretty used to your radio, then you probably won't need it. WSBC 1240 AM, Chicago, Illinois.
Стали на это ее требование еще больше руки заламывать. Сотрудник полиции уронил дубинку, ударил Дарью в живот.
So can you DX during the day? Yes. This is WEKZ Monroe, Wisconsin, 60 miles away. It might be low power. Barely picking it up. Let's put a loop on this. Picking up a lot of static, but I think it's either coming from outside or storms in the area. So I'm going to go ahead and just put the loop here. I'm going to use this thing on camera, select antenna, and see if we can tune in this radio. Yeah, so this radio's filtering out pretty nice on the static, or the noise, the RFI. I don't have much generating here. I have everything turned off. I only have incandescent bulbs running, and the camera I've been using typically doesn't put off a lot of interference. So I think it's something to do with outside, because I went outside and had the same interference. I do live by some big corporations, and I don't know if they produce RFI sometimes. So let's go ahead and keep going, but we're able to use the loop. The loop does work well during the day and evening. I noticed this with my 506 also. So yeah, pretty impressed with that. That works out good. Alright. Let's keep this direction again. Permanent direction.
Midwestern Hospitality. They are conveniently located off I-90 and I-94 and only minutes away from Cascade.
This is 1280 WBIG, Aurora, Illinois. Yeah. Rock on. I don't know. I don't listen to it. It might be interesting. It's always good to explore. Nice thing about daytime stations is they don't typically fade. I want to hit the shopping station. I want to know what they're selling. It's going to jump right to a stronger station here. This is 1300 WRDZ, LaGrange, Illinois.
Napięć amerykańsko-irańskich, także i on krytycznie wypowiada się o amerykańskiej administracji. Waszyngton w ostatnich dniach z kolei nałożył na dyplomatę sankcje. Wojciech Cegielski,
I was thinking right here.
Jest to kolejny krok zmierzający.
Okay, so it's not picking up 1310. Let me just see if it's on the air. It should be. Okay, so apparently that one station's too strong that's next to it, 1300. So I'm not able to pick up 1310. It's part of the DSP stuff with these. You know, this radio is $30, so there's you put a little effort into it. I mean, it's built really well on the inside, so it's going to last a long time. But for like DXing during the day, it's a little tough. At night, though, you can go back and forth and find the stations. They do come alive. So I think the stations are more balanced in the evening. During the day, you do have the big ones and smaller stations. If that makes any sense, power-wise. Okay, can't pick up Madison. You really got to make sure you're aiming in the right direction. I am. So right now we're at 1330. This is Rockford, WNTA. And it sounds like it's scrambled. It's with another station, WKTA, from Evanston, Illinois. Okay, so this is 1360 WBLK.
In the wake of the Equifax data breach settlement, I'm going to tell you how you, trying to protect yourself, could end up scammed.
So yeah, 1360 WLBK, DeKalb, Illinois.
Later,
We got some music stations coming up.
that are dumping pay TV has hit a critical mass.
There you go. WBEL, South Beloit, Illinois. Okay, I want to see if this is 1390, because that'd be nice if it found this station. So it's just strong enough not to be overwhelmed by the other two stations next to it. Because this is out of Chicago, 1390 WGRB. And then there's a music station after this at 1400, which is WRGN. Let's see if we can pick that up.
Drunk driving incident Friday night in Racine. Told police
There we go.
they're looking for
Heard them say Racine. This is, 1400 WRGN, Racine, Wisconsin.
has been released from the Racine County Sheriff's Office. Most of the audio has been bleeped out due to 38-year-old Cesar Angelis Jr.'s use
I think this is Elgin this way.
And morning wake-up call inviting you to join Sherry Aschenbrenner, elderly service officer.
1410 WRMN, Elgin, Illinois. I think this is the shopping station. I think so.
Targeting our local residents. Each month, Sherry has special guest experts on scammers, like Steve Burnett, CEO of the Better Business Bureau of Chicago.
Here we go. We got WEEF, Deerfield, Illinois, 1430.
которые занимаются именно вопросами больше профилактического характера, больше функциональной медициной, так это на сегодняшний день называется, и естественно...
Okay, I'm not sure if it just made a jump. Let's just see. Not familiar with these upper. I think it did. Okay, so it went from Deerfield to Cicero. This is 1450. WCEV, Cicero, Illinois. So yeah, these two stations are definitely, again, hammering the middle station. The middle station here is 1440 WROK Rockford. And if I take my Skywave, let's see if we can tune that in. Yeah, it's barely coming in. So again, this radio is showing you that it'll pull in the medium stations, the strong stations, but if they're distant stations and they're in between some stronger ones, you're probably not going to hear them too often. But in my area, I'm getting tons of stations, so that's probably why I have to deal with that. Can't be a bad thing. Yeah, so 1450, WCEV. I think this is 1460 WJTI at West Allis, Wisconsin. The loop is just going to make a mess, I think, but we can try it. Yeah, it's not doing any good. There we go. Oh, okay, so I passed like a bunch of stations. This is 1490 Iron Country. Okay, I got the call letters there, or station ID. Maybe a little stronger there. So yeah, that's Beloit, Wisconsin, 1490 WGEZ. It's like the only country music station on my AM band during the day.
We're playing the August 22nd. Comes in October. August 22nd. I'll see that one. Hoping you will too. Mob Rules, the band before that Ghost of a Chance. And Monster Magnet.
I barely picked this up with my other radios, my smaller ones, so it's nice to hear it. WPJX, Zion, Illinois. They play like heavy metal, hard rock.
Surrounded by idiots.
We're going to kind of quick up the band now so we can finish.
I'm not used to being this high up. I'm not used to being this low. I'm not used to this being blocked of my vision, blah, blah, blah. The helmet thing seems so silly to me. And that's why I feel like it's, like you said, it's at the core of the
So I went to 1530.
hard knock camera.
Past a couple fainter stations. This is WCKG, Elmhurst, Illinois.
Well, because you know what he's doing here is what? Defending his players. Well, right? Yeah, for the most part, yeah. Okay, let's hear it. Here we go.
They don't care. They just go to start shooting. Thank God you make them angry. They shoot. They not aiming at no.
I think this is Wisconsin. I'll just check. Yes, WGLB, Port Washington, Wisconsin. A surprise.
Out there that they could say.
Okay, two stations close to each other. This is 1580 WTTN, Watertown, Wisconsin. And next to it's a real strong station.
One, you've got a number of Rhino Republicans
This is 1590 WCGO, Evanston, Illinois.
who are very eager to condemn their own people.
Wrap this up. 1620.
Thank you. Your good work. I know.
1640 WSJP, Sussex, Wisconsin.
I guess they could just go to your website, leonardsacks.com. Yep. All right. Well,
I'll be at the parochial school in Denver next week.
To me, the laptop and the phone, and in like almost
Zone 1670 WOZN, Madison, Wisconsin.
Friday.
These last several pictures they were showing of him, his mugshot, he
Like the bag under his
man,
Or not.
he looked like he was.
This sounds like 1670. Or maybe not. This is 1690. Okay, I was on the right path. So 1690, my last station is WBON, Chicago, Illinois. It's talking sports. Usually they don't talk sports.
and if he got out, he was escaping.
All right, let's go ahead and turn this down. That's it. I don't have anything on 1700 until the evening hours. Turn that off. Okay, final thoughts on the Sony ICF-19 during the day. Not a bad radio. Very usable. Again, really cool off-the-grid radio. You're going to get some distance out of it, especially if you're out in the boonies. With its 4 3/4 inch, almost 5-inch antenna in there. Nicely wound, well put together. Run times of 400 plus hours. You can't beat it. Last I looked at, the price of this radio was $30. Again, it's a pretty much a no-brainer if you're okay with running a radio with just these cells. Now, some people did mention they bought this radio and they used those in a loop D adapters, and they put their little high-capacity AA's in there. And you could do that. You could run either alkaline or rechargeable batteries in here. The AA's, and the AA will probably last you about 40 hours, I'm guessing, if you're careful, because typically the D cells are rated at 30,000 milliamp hour capacity, I believe, and then the little AA's are, I think, upwards of 2,500 at the rechargeables, and then alkaline's 3,000 milliamp hour. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's about right, to give you an idea for runtime. So you get about a tenth of the runtime if you use those adapters. Alrighty, well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Comment below if you have this radio and you enjoy it. And of course, if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe, hit the bell icon, and get notified of future Sony reviews and Sony band scans. Alright, guys, take care, and we'll see you in the next episode.